It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders' speedy running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Commanders and the Vikings, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about them saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They'll look to throw again. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. With the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Up to the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
They'll look to throw.
He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And he will conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a toss here, short side. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
A try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Shaw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Muscles him off. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
That was a nice nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now back to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Shaw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Shaw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, week 8 of the NFL season.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Now come the Vikings, they'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now a toss here, short side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And out now come the Vikings.
And they'll start with great field position, try to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shaw. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the football going back to the Vikings offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 4.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. That is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Shaw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Now back to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Shaw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted.
Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shaw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shaw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a couple.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
so for Washington. They continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.